forgot to show you the track right now. So that's what it's looking like right now. They're not expecting, most people aren't expecting it to be a major hurricane, so it'll probably just be like a category 1 or 2, which is perfectly fine. We don't worry about category 1s and 2s, only when it gets to the 3s. But yeah, that's it. Not in the center of the cone, but we are definitely in the cone of uncertainty. Hey perps, so I'm home from work. I found out that I actually got out 2 hours earlier today, so that's awesome. I have time to prepare for my little live show that I've been telling you guys about. It's today. I thought I would be nervous, but surprisingly I'm not. Probably because I've only told one person about it, so only one person that I know of will be tuning in, which I'm okay with, because my first time going on, I don't want the pressure. I want to figure out how it works and all the other stuff and how to get the flow of things. So I guess that's probably why I'm not nervous. But I'll be starting that in the next 3 hours. I have time to model my clothes to put on my website because I am home earlier and there's still daylight. So I have to take advantage of that. You know how it is in the fall. So natural lighting to do these shots is the perfect time to do it. As the progress of the storm goes, they were expecting it to become a category. They were expecting it to become a tropical storm by 11 o'clock this morning, but it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon and there's no word yet that it has turned into a tropical storm. They actually just completely missed the 2 o'clock update, which is weird because the main updates I told you guys is always at 2 and 8 o'clock, so it's kind of weird that they didn't have one. Usually when they wait some time to give an update, it usually comes back with really bad news. So I'm wondering if that's the case. Like if it did become a tropical storm, they are a little late on it because they want to start issuing warnings and watches and stuff to everywhere. But anywho, they are expecting it to become a major hurricane. I don't know if that was in my original whatever updates, but they are now expecting it to get to category 3 at least. Some people are saying more, but right now the National Weather Center, they're saying category 3 right before landfall. So we have work to do. We're not worried about hurricanes right now. Let's worry about doing this business. I'm going to put you guys on the charger and then I'll catch up with you guys later. What's good, perps? Happy Saturday. I'm just leaving the Dollar Tree. Got some hangers so I can put on my little rack when I'm doing my shows now on Fridays. Oh! I also got lighters to help light candles that I probably don't even have. Just in case we lose power. Although we have all of the stuff that we need as far as like flashlights and everything goes. Oh, I forgot to check for flashlights in here. Dang it. Because I think my mom and Jasmine's gonna need some. But maybe if I see another Dollar Tree, I'll go looking for it. But there's no water left in the Dollar Tree. I haven't been really keeping up with the actual news, so I don't know how serious everyone's taking the storm. But I always judge how serious they're taken by how much water is gone from the stores. I know someone sent me a picture yesterday saying, like, showing like half of Target's water was gone and there was no water left at Walmart, and there were a lot of lines, so I figured they were taking it seriously then. And then someone mentioned like, hey, did you get your water today? And I was like, yeah. I did. And then Dollar Tree doesn't have any water. This is lady that's just walking around the store just talking to herself, and I thought maybe she was on the phone, but the way she's speaking is not like she's responding to anyone. Like, she's just talking. You know, you can't tell when people are on the phone anymore these days because they always have their headphones in. But like right now, she's like waving at people and stuff. And the weird thing is, like, I wasn't weirded out by it, like when I should be, but I wasn't. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know. Maybe because I'm always talking to myself. Maybe not as extreme as her, and I vlog in public. I don't know, maybe I'm just so immune to that it's not even a big deal to me anymore. Anyways, so yeah, for the most part, I think we're all ready for the storm. I'm trying to decide now, depending on my finances, whether I'm gonna go to work for an hour or if I'm going to get an oil change. So I'm going to check my account, and then depending on where I end up next, you'll know exactly how much is in my bank account. I'm here at work, and I'm actually just leaving now. I was working and I looked up and all of a sudden it's time to go. I was only here for an hour, so I can understand why it went by so quickly. But I turned on the camera to let you know that we're actually almost out of the cone of uncertainty when tracking the storm. So I'll show you what it's looking like right now. First of all, it's still going to be a major hurricane. First, they were expecting it to become a major hurricane when it was making landfall. Now, they're expecting it to become a major hurricane as soon as it comes off of Cuba. But I'm actually almost, I'm actually almost out of the cone, so there's nothing really much to worry about. So I'm not going to be really preparing much. For the next day, if anything changes, I'll let you know, but as of now, it doesn't seem like it's going to be hitting us. Monday, September 26th, and it's crazy like rain out here. The storm that's not supposed to be hitting us anymore. Like, we're out of the cone, but I guess still close enough for you to see. It just started getting breezy now. It was fine before. I thought the rain was going to be starting tomorrow, but apparently I was wrong. For someone who's following the weather like crazy, it starts today. Anyways, I'm here to get my nails done. I don't care what the weather is looking like right now. I just want to look cute. This is the only thing I was thinking about the whole time when they were talking about the storm. I'm like, I just want to make sure I get my nails done at some point. And I'm here. I'm waiting for my nail girl.
North after landfall. And GFS also confirming this sharp eastern turn and going right into Florida, bringing a lot of damage and wind gusts. All this pink you see is over 100 miles per hour wind gusts. Plus the flooding has really ramped up and it's going to be really bad, and it's going to go all over the southeast. So all the way until tomorrow.
That's good. Oh my gosh, it looks so dark. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It looks like it's the evening time. But anyways, as you can see, weather is absolutely terrible. I'm just leaving my mom's house, and I'm on the highway. I know it's not probably the safest thing to be doing is vlogging while on the highway, but the traffic is like, I'm going 20 miles an hour right now. Yeah, so as you can see, a lot has changed since I told you guys that I wrote the storm off. I was like, oh, we're not getting hit. I'm not going to track it anymore. The cone is almost over us again, and not only that, but we're also under a tropical storm watch, and they said in the next advisory, the cone is going to most likely shift east. The cone has continuously been shifting east, more closer to where I live, since Sunday, and it's now Tuesday. Did I tell you what day it was? Tuesday, September 27th. Sorry if I'm not looking into the camera. I'm trying to pay attention to the road. Yeah, so since Sunday it's been shifting east, and in the person I was just talking on the screen that I showed you, he's like, this is the worst case scenario. He said after the storm went over Cuba, decided to go east, dead east, and it's going to continue going east. And then it's also going to stall out, and the storm is going to be a lot stronger than they were anticipating before. So they're thinking it's going to be up to a category 4. So what does that mean for me? I more than likely will not be working tomorrow, because I I'm one of the only few people, if you know already, that works in the building. Everyone else is working from home. I will not be driving all the way, and I'm at my mom's house. I will not be driving all the way to work and back during a hurricane, whether it's a wash, a warning, tropical storm warning, I don't care what it is. I will not be on this disgusting road. So after I get off of work at 5 o'clock, I'm coming I think I have to stop off at the post office, and I'm coming straight back home, and I'm staying in for the next day or two. I don't care if I get in trouble for whatever, if I call out of work. I don't care. My safety is more important. Okay, and even if we don't get a direct hit, the storm is pretty close. It's pretty close enough. And I mean, it's raining and everything now. There's no wind, but there's a lot of rain. That's bad enough for me to know that I need to keep my behind home. So yeah, so that's it. So I'm just trying to get through this day and make it back home safely in the next 8 to 9 hours. But it's so dark out here right now. Hurricane Ivan, y'all. Just got off the highway, and boy, that was not fun. Usually it takes me like 15 minutes on the highway leaving my mom's house to get to my area. Bruh. Bruh. It was like 30 minutes. I was planning